Hi everyone, you're watching this video because you just purchased probably one of these Fire Sticks, Amazon Fire TV or the Fire Stick. What you want to do first is, if you do not have an Amazon account, you're going to have to register for one. It's real simple. All you need is an email and a password. If you have one, then obviously you can skip this step. For those of you that need to do this, you're just going to go into the website, select here, sign in. Under this sign in small letters, new customer, start here. Select it. You're just going to enter your name, an email address, and your password, and select create your Amazon account. Once you've done that, it's going to congratulate you, welcome you, take that information, and you're going to go ahead right into the Fire Stick. You're going to select register, because with that same information that you just entered on the website, you will sync your Fire Stick with it. So select register. You're going to go ahead and enter your information, starting with your email address, and then your password. Hit sign in. You're just letting you know that you're fully registered. Once you've done that, select it. You decide after reading this how you'd like to proceed. I'm going to go with no. Let me adjust this camera here a second. This will be your Amazon home screen. Two logos that you're going to be needing here. If you already have an Amazon account and you have Netflix and Hulu and any other account, this is where you would load all your things. Select it, enter your passwords, and you're good to go. However, under your recents, you may find your Mobdro and your Kodi shortcut. As you can see, it's still loading, and eventually you'll get your apps and games to begin to load. If you do not see those shortcuts under your apps and games, I promise you they're in there. What you're going to have to do is manually load them for whatever reason. If an update didn't go through, or it's just you're in a hurry, what you can do is access it manually instead of waiting for the shortcut. You're going to go over to settings. You're going to go down, slide over to applications, select it. Go down to manage installed applications, and then find the one that you want to launch, whether it's Kodi or Mobdro, either one. But since we already saw we have our shortcuts, let's go back over there. Actually, let me just select Mobdro, and there you have it. It'll say launch application. Let's go back, hit the home button, and basically the way it works, self-explanatory. As I said, we're going to go into Mobdro. You can select it under your recents menu or in your apps. You can also customize this and move the order around. So let's say we want Mobdro to be in the first position after you loaded 10 apps. You may find it's no longer on the screen. Just keep scrolling to the right. It's there. Sometimes an update pushes through, and again, it's not on the screen. That doesn't mean it's there. It means you actually have to go to that row and slide to the right until you see it. If you want to put it in the first position on your remote, you're going to hit the three lines, move down, move to front. There. Select it. It's then going to move whichever icon shortcut to the first position. I want Kodi in the first position. I'm going to go again, hit the three lines on my remote, move down to move to front, and it will then move it to the first position also. So now we're ready. We'll go ahead and start off with Mobdro. Tons of live television, people. Go ahead and select it. And for obvious reasons, we're not going to play TV shows or anything. Pretty self-explanatory. Breaks it down by channels, your categories. Do your searches however you want. I'm just going to go ahead and select channels, and it'll show you everything that's available. You want to watch this one, select it. Okay, there it is, up and running. Let's check out HGTV. Again, there it is. As you can see, it's pretty responsive. Looks pretty good. Got some games there going on tonight. So the list goes on and on. Go through it, have fun, tons of stuff in there. Go ahead and hit the home button. As I said, that was Mobdro. Let's go ahead and launch Kodi now. Slide over, select it. Same thing, pretty self-explanatory. Again, when you plug this in for the first time, you may notice in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll get a series of add-on update notices. It'll say things such as one channel add-on has been updated, Exodus add-on has been updated. When you see those windows pop up, just leave it alone. Sometimes you get anxious and will make selections and it will freeze on you. Just let it be. It's not a big deal. Unplug it, plug it back in. But in the meantime, since I had this plugged in earlier, it is already updated. Otherwise, like I said, if you see those windows popping up, letting you know that it's pushing updates through, just leave it alone. I promise it doesn't take more than a minute. Be patient. But from here on forward, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you want to watch movies, obviously, select movies. And you can go into these search engines, trending, top rated, in theaters. However, if you're particular to add-ons, I really love One Channel or Exodus, then do your search that way. You can select it. It seems to be one of the more popular ones again, but nothing's really changed. Go in there and again do your searches through any of these engines as to whatever movie it is you're looking for. I'm going to back out again. Go ahead and let's say you want to watch TV shows, same thing. Go in here into your TV show section then. And again, you do your search however you want, any of these search engines. However, let's say you want to create some folders. There's some shows that you watch religiously. Again, you're not going to look for the network. You're going to look for the name of the show. So let's take and create some folders under One Channel. You can use whatever you want. I'm just going to demo with One Channel. You're going to select it. Again, and every time it's a first time running, it's going to be a little slow. And obviously this is all off of your Wi-Fi, so you have good speed, you're going to have good response. Let's go ahead. Do a search, but let's say I'm just going to pull up the most popular here. Select it. If you know the name of the show that you want to watch, that you want to put in this folder, go down to your search and then just type in the name. For our purposes, I just went into the most popular just so we can randomly pick whatever comes up. But as I said, if you go into your search engine, you'll get a keyboard, type in the name and enter it. Once your show, the show of your liking comes up, like this one, let's say Big Bang Theory, you want to put this in your folders. You will access these shows through your folders so that you're not constantly doing these searches. What you want to do is from this screen, you're going to hit the 3 lines on your remote. Go down to the second line that says Add to Favorites. Select it. You'll see in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, it's going to begin loading and letting you know that it's been added to your favorites folder. And you keep doing that for every show that you want to do. Hit the 3 lines again on Walking Dead, go down to Add to Favorites, select it. And so on and so forth. So keep making your folders, and anytime you're ready to watch your show, look at it as pretty much you're ready to stream this show, kind of, whenever you're ready. And no need to record or DVR or anything like that. You're basically just streaming. So let's back out again. I'll let you know that we're going to start all over from this previous screen just to kind of refresh your memory here. We went down into One Channel, is where we created our folders. You no longer have to do a search by typing in the name or going into the most popular. It's in our favorites. Select it. And there's your shows that we've added already. Once you select it, it will load every season for you. Once you select the season, it will load every episode for that season. Pick the episode that you'd like to watch. Once you're done watching, it'll leave a little check mark to kind of remind you where you left off at. And so on and so forth. So it's the same thing, over and over with any TV show that you want to watch. Make your folders and just pull them from, again, for our demo purposes, we used One Channel today. But as I said, this is all pretty self-explanatory. You got your live sports section, sports replays, you have some live television here. But again, if you recall, I started off by demoing the Mobdro, which is also very good. So just more options, that's all it is. You have your kids zone, Spanish section, Bob. Again, just go through all this. Really, it's just a matter of navigating. You're not going to screw this up unless you come across a menu that says delete or uninstall. I'm not sure why people would do either one of the two, but it happens. My suggestion is don't do it. I'm just going to back out of this pop-up window here from Evolve, just a message. But again, go through all these. They all have different movies, TV shows, sporting events. And like I said, they're all pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of getting like when you get a new cell phone. It's got a little learning curve. It's yours. Mess around with it. Get comfortable. Figure out all the ins and outs. But there you have it, people. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Otherwise, go ahead and back out. Hit that home button. As I said earlier, just don't forget to log into your Wi-Fi when you first plug it in. I may have forgot to mention. It may prompt a network connection error. And all that is requesting your Wi-Fi. If it doesn't take you directly to your options where you're going to see yours and your neighbors, what you're going to do is go over to settings, slide over to network, select it, find your network, select it, and put your password in. Otherwise, as I said, if for some reason you don't see your shortcuts, you can go the long way into the settings, as I did when I first started the demo. But otherwise, again, as I said, if you have any questions, just give me a call. Thank you.